Oh, shit. Clements Homebrew coming at ya, representing Paul Wicksteed, one of our forefathers of brew tubers.
Got the big logo on the back.
He does. So we're brewing today. That's right. And I was kind of sort of challenged. I was asked by Ryan Rashawn if we'd ever tried a 100% Red X, malt bill. And the answer to that's no. So we're gonna do it. We're doing this for you, Ryan. We're going for it. But we never do anything quite normal.
No, I mean, why would you?
So because we're gonna make a bigger beer, a big red beer, we're going in direction. I think you can see down here the old-fashioned big mash tun. We're gonna mash in that because the Braumeister just can't handle 17 pounds of Red X.
That's a lot of Red X.
Yeah, so we're going for 17 pounds, and that should put us in that 8 to 8.5% range ABV, I would think. 7.9 to 8.4, we'll see. Because our water ratios, we're still working out when we switch between these two. But we're going for it. And then I'm gonna make this like one of those, I did one years ago was something like Riot IPA. I'd have to go look it up. But it was basically, I took all these leftover hops. So I took all these appropriate leftover hops from the freezer, and this is what we're gonna do with hops, just to give you an idea. We're gonna clear out the freezer, as I said, pretty much anyway, except for my noble hops. They're not gonna go into this. So at 60 minutes, we're gonna have 1.65 ounces of Magnum. At 15 minutes, we're gonna add 2 ounces of our homegrown Cascade hops, that's right. At 5 minutes, we're gonna go with an ounce of Amarillo, an ounce of Mandarina Bavaria, so you've got your orange and your tangerine, and then a half ounce of Simcoe to bring a little tropical in. At flame out, we're gonna put in an ounce of HBC 438 Ron Mexico. If you haven't heard of that, that's a fun one. And then a half ounce, or 0.9 ounces of Citra, and a half ounce of Amarillo. And then we're gonna dry hop this with an ounce of Amarillo, an ounce of Cascade pellets, and an ounce of Mandarina Bavaria again. So that should be fun. And then on the yeast, I'm going to use Imperial Organics A38 juice. This is a great one that a lot of people have used when making their New England IPAs. It's supposed to brighten up the hops. And a little secret, if you don't know it, the guys at Imperial Organic, the guys that started it, used to work for Y-Yeast. So this is actually London Ale 3. It's the same thing. So if you ever need London Ale 3 for a recipe and you can't get it, there you go, Imperial Organics juice, A38. All right, we're gonna get things cracking. Okay, here we go. Christian's running some errands while we're mashing in. So we're about 15 minutes in. I like to, 2 or 3 times, I like to stir up my mash. When I'm on my Braumeister, of course, I've got recirculation going on. That works for me, just like other big electronic brew systems. And but it just increases that efficiency, give it a little stir. Because it's a 17 pounds of grains, I'm going to stir it up 3 times, so every 15 minutes before we start to Vorloff.
All right, we finished mashing in at around 150, and we're now doing the Vorlopping, and we're going to do a little sparge water here shortly, and yeah, looks pretty red to me.
Boy, I wish you could see how deep red this is right here. All right, we're batch sparging. We're gonna be resetting the grain bed, but I don't know. That's worked really well for me, doing batch sparges instead of fly sparges in the past for efficiency purposes. And so after getting this kind of stirred, mixed up real good, we're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then we'll start vorlaughing again, get it set, and then drain the rest out of there.
And then the real fun will start.
Yeah, the good stuff. And after that, we'll start drinking.
I already have. And she's done. I think you're okay. Look where we got.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 25 liters. All right, we are heating up for a boil. This is pre-boil, but you can see it's a nice, pretty autumn red, I would say. But it's going to get darker as it boils off. We collected 6 point...
Add some hops to it.
Yeah, 6.6 gallons. When this cools down, we'll have our pre-boil gravity. It's that problem about the watched pot never boiling. It's true. So we ended up at 1.062 for the gravity, pre-boil gravity. The Braumeister can set the Celsius for the boil up to 103. Who knew? So maybe because it always just stays at 100 normally. So maybe it'll be a little more vigorous boil and take it down, take care of some of that extra the water and get us a little bit higher again, but it's looking pretty.
We'll see. I still love the color. It looks nice. And it's going to be drinkable beer, obviously.
Yeah, it's still going to be pretty good. All right, we'll get back to it when we got some hops going. All right, we've hit the boil.
There we go.
There we go, with that 1.65 ounces of Magnum in there. Oh, yeah. There we go. You got your timer going?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, so the light's getting low here. We're just adding 1 teaspoon of yeast nutrient, Some people like it, some people don't, but Dan and I believe in it.
Okay, Christian just put a bag in there with the homegrown hops, Cascade hops, right from our yard. Sweet! I haven't put a bag in a long time. I've been using pellet hops and filtering them. So it's about time I start using some of my hops again.
Alright, it's 5 minutes left in the boil and we got our smorgasbord starting to develop. Literally. So this is an ounce of Amarillo.
Yep.
An ounce of the
Mandarina Bavaria.
and then a ½ ounce of the Simcoe.
Okay, we're flaming out here. Well, we're turning off the flame.
And we are throwing in our last addition of hops. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, we had the Ron Mexico, the HBC 438 an ounce, 0.9 ounces of Citra, and another ½ ounce of Amarillo.
There we go.
I like it.
Ron Mexico.
And again, we're going to do a flame out of an ounce of not flame out. We're going to do a dry hop of 1 ounce of Amarillo, 1 ounce of Pellet Cascade, and 1 ounce of Mandarina Bavaria again. So there you go.
Maybe we'll call it the Spark Out from now on.
The Spark Out? All right, sure, Spark Out. So anyway,
Spark Out hop this son of a gun.
and again, we're going to be adding, once we cool it down, the Imperial Organic A38 juice, which is the same as London Ale 3. So we're not gonna film that part, but we're just gonna call it Happy Homebrew Wednesday now.
Yeah, we brewed.
Again, All right, and we'll catch you next time around. We'll probably post this recipe at some point. It may go up on brewtubers.net. That's right.